Welcome to Word, Module D, or Module 4. We're working with advanced features with tables. You'll see this exact table later on when you do your assignments, but I'm just going to go over it in a different format. So as you can see, I put the ruler on, so in view I have a check mark for ruler, so I can see that tabs were set at the 2-inch marker, 4-inch marker, and about 5 3/4. But it would be easier on the eye if everything was in a table. So I'm selecting everything except the title, and I'll choose Insert, Table, and I want to convert text to table. It's already set, separate text at tabs. 4 columns, 29 rows, perfect. What I'd like to do is add a header row so that I have, this is the city, state, income, and house cost. So I can click anywhere on the first row, and in the tables layout, choose Insert Above. And then I'll type city, tab, state, tab, income, and house cost. Now, if you notice, the third and fourth columns are not distributed evenly, so I'm going to hover over the border till I have that arrow pointing down, hold and drag across, and I'm going to choose Distribute Columns, so they're more even. And then what I'm going to do anywhere in the table is I want it in order by, alphabetical order by state. So I'm going to choose Sort, and I don't want it to sort by city, I want it to sort by column 2, but I have to make sure that I tell it it's got a header row so that it won't alphabetize by the letter S for state, it'll leave it alone at the top. So that's fine. And if, I think that'll be perfect. We won't have, if we have 2 cities that, or 2 states that are the same, then we'll alphabetize by city, just in case because we have a couple of repeat states and then we want them in alphabetical order. So it looks like sort by state, and then if 2 match, then by city. And then okay. And it left the heading row there. So you can see all the states are in order. All right, now at the bottom, I want to add a row at the bottom for totals. So you can hover to the corner in the insert control and just click it so you get a new row. Or you can choose insert below. Or in the last cell, just press tab. I'm going to type totals here. And then I want a total in this column for the income, so I'll choose formula. It should be equal sum above, and I want to have the $sign, so I'll click OK, and then click in here, F4 to repeat it, and I just want everything aligned evenly in the column, the second and third and fourth column, so I'm going to choose Align Center Right. And for the title, column titles, maybe I want the font size a little bit larger, maybe in bold, and center. And then the title, you can make that a lot larger, change the color if you like, put it in bold, as long as it stays on one line. Looks good so far, but you can tell every row is very narrow. So I'm going to select the whole table, and I'm going to go to Layout and increase the height of each row. And then if you notice, this is aligned center, but city and the city and states are not. So I'm going to select rows 1 and 2, and went on to another page, and I'm going to choose Align Center Left. So it's in the middle of the cell. I already did it for the columns. And these I'll put in the center as well. So it's in the middle of each of the row. And if you wanted to, you could go to Design and choose a theme color that you'd like. Sometimes, if you notice, I did that and it changed the layout of these. So I would have to go back in here because it's now at the top, and again choose Align Center Left. And again, it's up high on the line, so I would select these. I guess you should select your design first, and I'll choose Align Center Right. Now, if you noticed on page 2, it starts over with the rest of them because it's so wide, it's split onto a second page. I did that on purpose just to show you, well, how do you get the heading here? What happens if you delete one and it readjusts? What you do is you go into this line, I want to center this, and anywhere here, click repeat header row. Now when I go on to page 2, I didn't click it. There we go. There it is. So if I deleted a couple here, and I'm going to undo just to show you, Syracuse, New York is right here. If I delete 2, the 2 from here, Asheville and Cleveland, should move up, but this will remain at the top. So I'm just going to delete those 2 rows, and it just moved them up, and this stayed here as the header. So I'm just going to undo. So I just wanted to share with you the special features you get in using table design header, table design, and layout for tables, and how you can repeat the header, how you can get calculations within Word. Even though this is not Excel, you can still use formulas in Word. And I just wanted to share with you, if you select this, this will select this little box here in the top left corner, will select the whole table. And if you decide you want it out of a table and back into tab layout, just click Layout, convert to text. I want it set by tabs, and OK. But it is a lot easier to read in the table format. Thank you.